a woman by the name of Phyllis Fagel wrote a really interesting article, and I try to include some of what I've been reading recently. She just came up with some great tips. One was create, a realistic plan for reentry and giving people something to hold on to. And this includes children, adolescents, but adults too. Like kind of easy as she goes is the way that I would put it, right? That we're not just going to go full bore ahead into something. We're going to try to really think carefully about how to do this in a way that we're comfortable with. Um, so, the way that I think about this is cautious optimism um, and resilience. Um, when we're given lemons, we're going to make lemonade, right? That we're going to be looking for ways to move forward in a way that makes us feel comfortable. Um, so maybe a little bit at a time. Maybe like for instance, if you're having a gathering, maybe you have a very small gathering and see how it went and look at what went well, what didn't go well. If you're going back to work, if you can go back, in a more limited way, go back in a limited way. Same thing with school. I think that I don't know if they're going back entirely now. I think they are, but how to help kids manage that as well as possible. I know that sometimes when children are going to a new school setting, it's not uncommon for parents to do a drive by or maybe an introductory meeting. If you can arrange this with the school or if there is something in place already, by all means, take advantage of it. So, whatever we can do to sort of slowly reintegrate these ideas and help people feel comfortable with these changes. Because we've been doing this for a year now. It's not so easy to just say, snap, snap, we're going to go back to what we were doing before. I guess one more thing I would like to add, Ernie, we need to get our sea legs back for reentry, and that we need to prioritize humor and play and connection, and have a little bit of self compassion if it doesn't go well. And I guess the final comment on this would be reactivating interest, and you may have to do this from the outside in. I think a lot of people are reticent to go out in the world, so you may have to say, this is what I'm doing rather than the energy is coming from inside me. There's something out there, and I'm going to commit to doing that, and that's how I'm going to make that happen. So, kind of getting your engine rolling again for doing this because a lot of people are just don't want to do that anymore, and there is value in being back out in the world again. And so, kind of just even reintroducing that concept is part of what I'm talking about.